Doom Eternal was the hotly anticipated sequel to the 2016 Doom reboot, and while I never actually played the classic games either in their heyday or practically never aside from, trying it out, I found myself enjoying 2016 Doom quite a bit. But how does Doom Eternal stack up? It stacks up pretty well, I'd say. The combat has been improved by making the Doomslayer much more mobile than the previous game. The addition of an omnidirectional double dash is extremely useful, either for evading projectiles or for getting in close for a glory kill or chainsawing an enemy. Likewise, the meat hook on the super shotgun makes you feel like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, except he flies towards you instead of you pulling them towards him. You're also given a shoulder-mounted flamethrower that absolutely is not a Predator reference, that makes enemies drop armor for your armor bar. So you have the flamethrower, which replenishes armor, glory kills make a return, they replenish health, and the chainsaw replenishes ammo for this never-ending cycle of murder and ripping and tearing. I don't think it's all great improvements, though. Notably, the combat loop from Doom 2016 has been altered just a bit. For one, the ammo counts between Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal has drastically dropped. Take the combat shotgun, for instance, the basic weapon. Not counting the pistol, which got cut from Doom Eternal entirely. In Doom 2016, you start off with 18 shells, and through purchasing upgrades, increase it to a maximum of 50 shells. In Doom Eternal, you start off with 16 shells, and through purchasing ammo upgrades, you can increase it to a maximum of 24. So in Doom 2016, you're not that far off with your starting loadouts than the max in Doom Eternal. Excuse me? Like, what? Did Doom Guy keep all his ammo pouches in his arms and lost them all when he switched to his Doom Eternal costume? Like, every gun suffers from this in Doom Eternal. Now. I know what you're going to say. Bruh, just use the chainsaw. So yes, the chainsaw does let you replenish ammo, just like in 2016. It even automatically regenerates one fuel cell after a short period of time, so you can run up to what is officially classified as a fodder demon, which is any demon that can essentially be ripped apart with one chainsaw fuel cell, and then you chainsaw them for ammo. It's honestly pretty easy, and fodder demons keep spawning, so it's not like there's typically a shortage of fodder demons. That being said, I don't particularly care for it. Especially because they destroyed melee damage in Eternal. In 2016, you could literally, using your bare hands, well, I guess armor gauntleted hands, you could rip and tear your way through groups of zombies. No guns, no chainsaws required. Just your bare hands. Now, obviously, you couldn't do that to the higher class of demon, but for your basic fodder enemy, Doom Guy was like the juggernaut. You just ran through them. In Eternal, you awkwardly punch them. Over and over again. Occasionally, you stagger them. But see, look at this clip. Look at this clip. You see this clip? I am getting into a fist fight with a zombie, and I am not immediately killing it. Like, come on. Like, what is wrong with this picture? Like, here, look at this moment. In this moment, I chose to stop dodging and weaving. I chose to just stand still. And I'm losing to the zombie in a fist fight. Unacceptable. That's as bad as Raiden not having his little gibberish cries in Mortal Kombat 11. Like, what are you thinking? You're telling me Doom Guy can punch giant stone and metal blocks across an entire room, but the zombies can just take it? Well, that's just silly. And no, I haven't forgotten about the blood punch, which is basically just a super punch. That just makes the lack of normal punches feel that much more glaringly obvious. We also have a big arm blade that only ever gets used in glory kill animations, and never actually helps with melee attacks. So, great! So we all know why they did this. It's to further emphasize the new combat loop. You have less ammo, your punching damage is practically reduced to nigh infinity, so you have to run in and chainsaw if you're out of ammo. So complaining about using the chainsaw may seem odd for a Doom game, but it means you're expending your fuel more often on weak demons, and you aren't able to save it up as often for those awesome finishing blows on tougher enemies. So they do replace it, so I already know, but Crucible, bruh, okay, alright. So replacing the chainsaw's purpose for taking on the big enemies is the Crucible, which is essentially a big laser sword that kills any demon except for bosses instantly, provided you have the necessary charges for it. So that's neat. So as you get more weapons as well, your ammo shortage is mitigated somewhat because you have more guns and more variety of ammo to expend, but it is still an issue. So another reason why ammo was cut down was to make you actually use more weapon variety in the first place, as opposed to tucking in with a super shotgun all the time. Thing is though, Eternal also encourages weapon variety via making weak points and hard counters to enemies with certain weapons. You see a shield enemy? Overload the shield with a plasma rifle, make it go boom! Arachnotron giving you trouble? Just snipe off that annoying turret with the heavy cannon sniper attachment. See, these are just a few examples of how enemy design was already altered to accommodate weapon variety. Do more of that! I know lots of players don't mind it, and in fact, I think it's perfectly serviceable as it is. It works. It's not broken. It's fun to play. It feels good. I just like Doom 2016 more. There, I said it. In fact, that pretty much sums up all my overall thoughts on Doom Eternal. It's a good game. It's a fun game. I liked the other game better. And not just for gameplay. There's even like smaller details which I felt worked better than Doom Eternal's approach. So for instance, in Doom 2016, weapons are present in the environment. You pick them up, they are part of the world, and you add them to your arsenal. As opposed to arcade-style pickups with this big floating, spinning neon icon saying, oh look, gun here! Or, say the story, taking more of a front seat with Doomguy as an active participant. There's like third-person cutscenes, as opposed to our first-person view, where we just react to things around them. So ironically, I preferred the story where less of it was blatant to Eternal's attempt to improve, because it felt more real, I guess. It felt more quick, it felt more interwoven, I don't know, something about just the first-person view of Doomguy like smashing the console because he's so upset that Samuel Hayden has unleashed hell, or he didn't unleash it, but you know what I mean, on Mars, as opposed to Doomguy kneeling before a throne, or Doomguy, you know, just walking around some demon priests. Like, I like Doom 2016 better. That's just all I have to say about it. There's also tedious enemies like the Marauder. So lots of people complain about the Marauder. I don't think he was that bad, except in one regard. He's not difficult. He's tedious. That shouldn't be a thing. It should, like, Doom should be a fun game, and the Marauder actively changes how the game works, because he blocks everything. You can shoot a BFG at him, and his shield is like Captain America's shield but better, and it just stops everything. You just wait for his eyes to glow green, and then you shoot him in the face, dodge a couple attacks, eyes glow green again, shoot him in the face, rinse and repeat until he dies. And that's all you can do against him. It's boring. You shouldn't have a boring enemy. Or if you do have a boring enemy, make it like the zombies, where they're weak and you can just mow them down, except with your fists. That being said, I did enjoy my time playing Doom Eternal. The soundtrack is excellent, the gameplay feels smooth and responsive, except for the occasional awful platforming section, or the aforementioned Marauder fights, and the game overall is a blast to play. I just like Doom 2016 more, I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave now. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you like what you see here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check us out at our website or visit us on Twitter. Until then, my name is Axelon, and I'll see you guys next time.